Hello, and welcome to Kevin's Corner on this 23rd day of October in 2025. And today, I want to speak to you briefly about the war that is going on for the culture of America. God is the creator of all of the earth and of every living creature upon the earth. The greatest masterpiece of his creation is humanity, human beings who inhabit the earth. Humans were specifically created in his image, and we are all special beings created for a very special purpose. And coinciding with the creation of man, a creation mandate was given. And so God created man in his own image, and he directed man to be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, and subdue it. Genesis 1:27-28. Man was to rule over or have dominion over the natural world. He was to be the gardener in the garden. He was the caretaker, preserving its beauty. He was to rule over all of creation, and all of it was at his disposal to ensure his happiness and sustenance. He was to multiply and be fruitful. He was to experience marital union with one woman, and they were to produce offspring. Many children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren would form a large extended family that would glorify God in their unity and familial love for one another. But then, the most horrible thing that could happen did happen. Sin entered into the hearts of men, and it tainted the masterpiece that God had created. The darkness of disobedience took root in the heart of man. And because of this bitter root, men have hesitated or entirely failed to fulfill the commission given to them through Adam. And in a short time, the number of children increased and populations began to gather in villages and cities. Commonalities were discovered among the populations and a way of life was established. And men began to create culture. And God placed within humans an innate desire to be relational with one another. And the dominion mandate is also a cultural mandate. God intended for his image bearers to affect and impact human culture for his glory. Now, this mandate is not for an ancient people living in the distant past. It is for all people of all ages. Jesus said as much when he directed his followers to impact their culture in his Great Commission. Therefore, he said, "Go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the end of the age." By default, mankind will produce culture. There is a great ongoing competition for our culture, for the way in which we will live. Christians have a cultural mandate. And the question is, will Christians produce a culture that glorifies God, or will they actively oppose the impact of paganism, or will they simply acquiesce to it all? A recent example of this conflict is the upcoming Super Bowl halftime show on February 6th, 2026. I had never heard of Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, also known as Bad Bunny, until Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the National Football League, announced that Bad Bunny would perform at the Super Bowl. He's extremely popular on Spotify. Benny Johnson of The Benny Show has ridiculed Bad Bunny for being anti-Trump and anti-ICE. Kristi Noem, the Secretary of Homeland Security, sent a warning to fans of Bad Bunny saying, "ICE agents will be all over that place," speaking about the Super Bowl. She suggested that unless you are a law-abiding citizen, you should not attend that event. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene put in a plug for her bill making English the official language of America when she responded to Bad Bunny's suggestion that Americans have 4 months to learn Spanish so they can enjoy the concert. Greene tagged the performance as perverse and said the NFL needs to stop having demonic sexual performances during its halftime shows. A major reason Christians are questioning the choice is that they perceive that Bad Bunny is promoting a lifestyle that creates gender confusion by blending masculine and feminine traits. And for many Americans, the Super Bowl has become a family night of eats and fun and excitement. They don't want their children exposed to a disgusting display of debauchery. An alternative is being offered. Turning Point USA is organizing the All-American Halftime Show, and the Super Bowl culture is a reflection of a larger cultural war in American society. And lately, it seems that Christians have thrown down the gauntlet, declaring that the age of monoculture may have come to an end, and there is now a fork in the road and another path can be chosen. Much anger is directed toward the NFL for its halftime choice. It comes across as arrogant and as a message to Christian conservatives that they're being ignored. It is perceived as a deliberate snub while saying, "We own the culture." Sadly, choosing Bad Bunny is good marketing because it provides what much of the audience demands. This year is different. Christians are becoming more aware of their cultural mandate and also the consequences that they will endure if they concede their culture to pagan influences. Thank you for joining me so much. Thank you so much for taking time from your busy day and allowing me to share with you from Kevin's Corner. Please help me share truth with others by liking and sharing this video. Also, please subscribe to Kevin's Corner on YouTube and Substack. And until next time, live bravely and courageously.